Hello. This micro app is about having an assistant literally integrated as part of your workplace platform to keep track of your day to day tasks. So let's quickly jump into the visual demonstration of the integration, micro apps, and its action. The integration I'm using is HTTP custom integration, and the SOR is Google Sheets API. So the first step in creating this integration is to configure the base URL, which is what I've done here, and then the service authentication details and this authorization credentials and configuration. So that is step one. Step two is to add data endpoint. In here, I've configured the endpoint for the get request method, which is to read data from the system of record. And in here, I've generated the tables with the fields and primary keys as applicable. Step three, I've added the relationships for this system of record and application. And in my case, I have nested joins between sheets to rows, rows to data, data to values. And step four is to create service actions. In this case, I have a create new task service action and update existing task service action. So let's quickly look at creating new tasks. I have a post request method with the JSON body defined in here, and the variables referenced within the JSON body is defined here as action parameters mapped to the form attributes that we have defined here. So this is how we create a service action. The other one is very similar to this, the update one, except the endpoint difference, but the configuration is similar. So that's all. We've configured the integration. I'm going to jump into creating micro apps. So for application number one, it's creating a new task. So I added a new micro app, added a new page as a form page. And in this, I have two input parameters, fields, and one is text input component for task name and description, and the other one is date input component for target date of completion. And then I've added the button, action button for creating the task, which is mapped to the service action, which we just referenced in the integration section previously. So I've mapped it to the new task action, and I've added parameters to map the form input components to the JSON input variables. So that's all about creating a new task configuration. Now for application two is to create notifications for everyday tasks. So I added a new notification, which is triggered by matching the conditions defined here. So I define the title, the body structure of the notification, and then I configure the target page to view task detail page, which I'll demonstrate shortly. And then I've configured the conditions that need to be met in order for this task to be notified, and also the user who needs to be notified. And I've defined the expiration to be 1 day as it is daily, or when the underlying record is available, nor if it's updated as done. So that's it. Now let's look at the landing page and other applications. So the landing page from the notification card takes you to a short description of the task and a snooze button, remind later button, which is in itself in another call to the same notification, but triggered later. So that is it about the landing page. And then there is another application for this, which is to view a consolidated list of all the pending tasks for the day. This is a detail page with a table component, which is mapped to the data column directly. And then this is not an action button. This is just reverting to the previous screen. And all you can do is view the data here that matches the conditions defined in the filter and personalized to the user who is logged in the workspace. So that's it. We've completed the micro app integration and micro app. So I'm going to show you a working demo of this. So to save time, I've already created the task. I'm going to demo a notification of the existing task and also create a new task. So step one, I'm going to show you, this is how you see the notification. Task for the day and the short description. I click on the notification and it takes me to the page which has the task description with a snooze button. So that is item one. And next one is to view the actions. So those are two things we saw, and now it's pending action. So I click on my pending task. It opens up the consolidated view of the tasks that are assigned to me, which I created for myself. And that's it. And then now finally to create a new task, test task 2. I want it to be completed tomorrow. That's it. Now the task is created. To save time, I'm going to show you an SOR rather than running the sync itself. So if you see here, this is the task which I just created, the user who has created it, which is me, and the date I want to complete it in, and the task is test task 2, and it's in to-do status. So that's all for now. Thank you.